Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's hear it. But their sets always go crazy, man. Like I want all this merch, Loki.
Hi everyone, I'm
Zio.
Jay, the producer of Zenless Zone Zero. I'm excited to announce that along with version 2.0, Zenless
But
Zone
then they speak in
Zero
English,
will be
bro.
launching on
Dang.
Xbox platform this June.
That way could
As
never.
an urban fantasy action RPG with a unique style. Not
Shaoji
only
could
can
never.
players immerse themselves in the everyday city life of post-disaster New Era, they can also enjoy feeling battle within the dangerous hollows.
Yes.
Since Zenless Zone Zero inception, we have been working to promote the appeal of action games to a wider audience.
What?
Early in development, we noticed that many action games share a common trail, which is their high difficulty and steep learning curve. And this could be a barrier-keeping potential player from trying action games. Therefore, our team thinks we should provide a simpler way for more players to experience fast-paced, exciting battles while raising the limit of combat gameplay.
I think they're
We
doing that,
also
yeah.
hope to bring a fresh action gaming experience to Xbox players. Zenless Zone Zero combines modern urban elements with racial aesthetics to provide a more engaging experience that reflects real life to some extent. In the urban design of the game, we incorporate many elements that evoke memories of the city life. We including familiar sights that brought us joy while we are growing up, such as arcades, video stores, and city shops. Therefore, even though Zenless Zone Zero is a fictional world, players can still find a sense of nostalgia within it. Since the open beta launch, we've been actively gathering and analyzing player feedback, refining our gameplay mechanics, while staying true to our vision and principle to reach new heights with each version. And all of this, including the brand new Season 2 content, will be coming to Xbox Series platform this June. Let's jump in.
Not the song, cinema. Nah. Now the trailer is sick. Damn, all the patches, man. Damn. Grace's story mission? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Ellen in the tower. Yeah, this was sick. Yeah. When she went crazy as a soldiers. Here you want cinema? Brazil needs to do more metal, bro. They need to stop with this like modern ass music.
Hello, I'm Y from the Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah, I've been asking that question every single
day. For
day.
a long time, humanity has been fighting against the natural disaster known as the Hollow. They appear out of the blue, expanding and swelling everything caught within them. The Hollows house not only a maze-like structure, but also dangerous monsters known as
they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Survival of civilization.
It had to be that cutscene specific.
The development of New Era for the birth of new technology to utilize resources from the Hollows, gradually transforming it into the miracle city of today. People from all walks of life gather in New Era, looking to challenge the Hollows to fulfill their own goals. And our role in this story is that of the closest collaborators of these Hollow explorers, the ones who can safely guide them in navigating the Hollows, otherwise known as proxies. Rather than having players directly save the world, we want to focus on the routine city life and the story of those ordinary citizens caught up in a post-apocalyptic world. In this world that doesn't distinguish absolute good and evil, we hope to explore the value of the common citizen from their various stories, invoking a cozy and down-to-earth vibe. The areas
Coletta's ending. Oh
this
my
journey
god.
each have
The
their
big
unique
robot.
charm. For example, the atmosphere of 6th Street feels extremely homey and friendly, focusing on its residents' close-knit relationships. Here, we can enjoy a cup of coffee, spend some time with different agents, play video games, or just enjoy a lazy afternoon.
Honestly, that
On
was
the other
peak,
hand,
my opinion.
people of the barren outring are more unrestrained, staying true to their unique way
Caesar
of life.
Bernice,
A great example
everyone,
of that
Piper
was
Lucy,
the Sons of
Cinema,
Caledon,
Lighter.
cruising freely through the outer ring on their motorcycles and big rigs. Season 2 of our story will take place in Wi-Fi Peninsula, a region that's in stark contrast to the desolate outer ring. The people here live simple yet hardworking lives, contributing to its laid-back atmosphere. Though fairly ordinary, Wi-Fi Peninsula is rich in natural resources, which has
More
attracted the
new character
attention of
spoilers.
many
Come on,
factions
show something.
lurking and plotting behind the seemingly peaceful facade. In the new chapter, urban life and hollow exploration will be more closely intertwined, leading to a more tightly woven narrative. Our protagonists will not only have to face the hollow disaster, but also get caught up in the conflict between various factions, allowing players to face a variety of situations. One
That was
challenge
cinema.
after another.
It was a
In
good
terms
cutscene.
of character design, Zenless Zone Zero features all sorts of characters living in harmony in this fantastical world. As such, we conceptualized a few different races to make our characters more unique and
The chain
vibrant.
dome, man.
We
I want her
also
back.
often try to come up with fresh
Man.
and impactful character designs that players have never seen before, such as Ellen and Lycan from Victoria Housekeeping. By incorporating familiar elements such as sharks and wolves in our
Yeah, she's gonna
designs,
rerun in
we can make
first phase
our
of 1.7.
characters more
No, but I want her
distinctive
back in terms of like in the
and
story.
establish their
like chat with
faction
her.
visual synergy through
Cutscenes,
their
all that.
costume design. This ensures that the
But she's like a side
aesthetics
character,
of
so
our
she's never gonna come back,
characters
probably.
remain easily identifiable without being disorganized, to the point where they can be recognized even by their silhouettes. These distinct character designs are only a part of Zenless Zone Zero's unique style. Truth be told, as an avid action game player and fan, I'm not opposed to action games that have a steeper learning curve and complicated
Okay, he's
execution.
speaking facts. Yeah.
But in my opinion, fun that hinge on complexity, a simple design can also stand out just as much.
A simple action game.
We have always been steadfast in how we approach our battle design, which is to provide an exciting battle experience for our players without
I can't wait for the
making
new
it too
bosses, man.
complicated. We
I bet they're gonna
firmly
make them so much
believe
more
that even simple
interactive.
mechanics can lead to thrilling and intense battles, giving rise to the combat system that you see today. In terms of offense, we've incorporated the chain attack system. While attacking enemies, agents will also inflict daze, which will cause them to be stunned.
they're teaching
as the
experts just how
amount
to
of
play the
daze
game.
reaches
It's
a
crazy.
threshold, making them more vulnerable. In this state, players can unleash chain attacks to coordinate with the various agents in their squad, dishing out flashy combos. When it
Too bad
comes
that
to
other than
defense,
Evelyn,
we've
chain
also
attacks are a
designed a
DPS
perfect
loss.
assist mechanic,
Unlucky.
which can be understood as a parry.
But I don't care.
Upon seeing a yellow flash, players can instantly switch to another
Press
agent,
space on yellow.
triggering their perfect assist.
I've learned that
and
one
following up
recently.
with an attack. This elevates the visuals and the satisfaction of both offense and defense. After all, we feel that rather than just focusing on a single character, wouldn't it be better to allow other characters and skills to share the spotlight too? Following that, we'll slowly polish the details down to each frame, ensuring a punchy,
Yeah, I know.
impactful feel in every hit, and achieving a high speed and a gratifying combat experience. After all,
Caesar, Lucy,
our
Jane
players'
Doe.
experience
That's
can
a
be
team,
measured in
actually.
frames. And it is
Not this
precisely the
order,
balance of combat mechanics visual and audio experience as a result of the gameplay mechanics and performance that gives Zenless Zone Zero its competitive edge. In most situations, our players can experience this even without overcomplicated controls. However, this does not mean that our gameplay lacks challenge, but rather we've designed
not this
learning
no.
curve.
But this is like a team that could work.
Players slowly get used to the controls and the gameplay mechanics.
Because Lucy and Caesar give you so much attack, Jane would like do like a million damage assault.
Of combat experiences. For example, players
Maybe.
can challenge stages in the simulator battle trial, pitting themselves against strong enemies to advance.
The tower. But the tower was fun, man. But there's like no incentive to keep going, so I don't want to keep going.
The SFX will also
I wanted to add more rewards to the tower, so I can keep going.
Such as the previously mentioned yellow
It's so
flash
fun.
indicator to provide a greater challenge for players. We have also introduced new boss mechanics for these stages.
Cause like you low-key also like learn the bosses, cause like you fight against them for so long. I've learned so much from the tower.
And twin dancers will be equipped with more aggressive mechanics in this challenge mode. Of course, when players manage to overcome these mechanics, they will be rewarded in kind, granting them in a window to deal damage and rack up higher scores. In extreme cases, players might even need to make a good use of the invulnerability provided by dodging along with the synergistic mechanics of certain agents, and more to be able to clear the stage. Of course, the prerequisite for this is that players will need to have an in-depth understanding of the various character mechanics. Investing time and effort to practice is undoubtedly the most important factor in improving a player's combat skills. Players can also make use of the free training mode to try out the
I feel like to like clear content in the game, you don't actually need to spend that much time on the characters and like learning the game and all that. But like if you want to min-max the characters, that's what takes a long time. I feel like. Because I mean, I'm not min-maxing shit when I play, just because I don't want to.
Our in-game roguelike gameplay, discovering new player styles on familiar agents. All in all, the combat system of Zenless Zone Zero strives to meet the player's expectation of how an action game should be. Other than combat, immersing yourself
Is it really
in the
that much?
bustling
Right.
metropolitan city is another key component of the game. Of course, the extent of such immersion is highly dependent on how much the players are willing to believe in the story and the characters they see, down to the smallest details. Thus, the agent's city interactions
Yes.
become an important part
I have
of
read every single
establishing
text
the
line in
sense
this
of
game. I know all the
authenticity and
stories.
realism. What's different from combat stages is that the interactions with agents outside of battle emphasizes their daily routine and a sense of companionship. After all, they do have their own lives in New Eridu outside of the halls, running all around the city, having hapa, buying flowers, or even watching a movie.
Yeah, no, I've done all those.
Players
Yeah.
can build up their
Like,
relationships.
I think I mostly
with
done them
these
for like,
agents
you know, like
through
the
understanding
trial
different
when they're on the
aspects of
banner.
them and their
Because that
lives.
counts as training.
As the story progresses,
So, yeah.
players can
I
also
think I have
get to
done some
understand and
by myself,
appreciate the
but most of them were like for that
various
trial on the
factions and
banner.
things they get up to through in-game events. For example, with an Outer Ring restaurant as a focal point, the Overlord Feasting event showcases the lives of the Outer Ring agents and their interesting
True.
encounters.
Right, so
Other
that was
than
like
the agents themselves,
the only good
designing
like
a
major
cityscape
event.
also requires a ton of
Nah, bro,
details
Cheatopia
to
was
make
fun.
it as realistic as possible. Take the arcade on 6th Street, for example. Not only can players play games,
I think it was because
we can also invite
were hanging out
friends
with more
to
Sons of
pop mode
Caliban.
and
That's why I liked
experience the joys of arcade games like Snake Duel and the Bazaar Brigade with others. This feature has received positive
did, yeah.
feedback from many players. In the future, we'll continue to enrich the arcade's gameplay.
Nah,
After
bro.
all, there's no better
You
way
captain.
to take it easy on the street of New Eridu than to slow down for a game at the arcade.
But that's a
The
slice of life
ability
anime.
to provide
Maybe,
players
you know?
with an immersive city experience in Zenless Zone Zero has always been an important benchmark of our team's effort. The theme, story, and the characters all work in tandem to contribute to the overall design and the style of the game. While creating our characters,
they did, yeah.
we hope that they can resonate with players emotionally, and that their appearance and interactions remain natural within this virtual fictional world. With these details in mind, the characters will naturally seem more believable and relatable, and that also contributes significantly to the atmosphere of Zenless Zone Zero. We have also made optimizations to the game in consideration of its release on the Xbox platform this coming June. Thanks
Like the green
to
lining in the
increasing
background.
GPU processing power of the Xbox Series X and S, players can experience enhanced visuals and a more stable frame rate while playing Zenless Zone Zero. With the quick resume function on the Xbox, players can seamlessly toggle back and forth between other games without having to suffer through the loading screen every time. In terms of visuals, Zenless Zone Zero has also been optimized, featuring hardware-accelerated ray tracing and HDR to deliver higher fidelity and more vibrant visuals. For
Ray
instance,
tracing.
with ray tracing
Damn.
rendering of indirect lighting, the visual performance of glossy or metallic
Well, yeah,
surfaces
it just kind of makes
will
everything
be
shiny.
significantly boosted on the Xbox version.
Oh no,
This
that's
also
really nice
resolves
actually.
the issue
It does.
of off-screen reflection, such as mirrored surfaces, water surfaces, the puddles of water on the floor, or even metallic and shiny surfaces that traditionally rasterizes faces. Zenless Zone Zero supports both 4K resolution and a 60 FPS frame rate. For a smooth gaming experience, a stable frame rate will definitely allow
60
fans of
FPS, you can play
challenging
unlimited.
action games to play to their full potential.
PC supremacy.
Other than the marked improvements to Zenless Zone Zero's graphics and performance, we would also like to highlight the game's compatibility to the Xbox's precision controllers. Thanks to the stellar vibration capabilities of the Xbox controller, players can now experience the immersive sensations of landing hits during combat.
But yeah, how do you think
Moreover,
they're able to
we
like
have
use ray
configured
tracing?
different
They need
vibration
60 FPS.
settings for different combat actions.
As the
or
Xbox will blow up.
situations. For example, the vibration feedback for a basic attack differs from that of a special attack. Even pulling an S-rank agent feels different. With improved functional and graphics performance,
Now you get different
a
vibrations for
customized
pulling an S
controller
rank.
experience,
GG.
and all new content that will launch in version 2.0. We believe that players can elevate their Zenless Zone Zero experience when fighting alongside their
Nah,
favorite
but for me, my favorite
agents.
controller is the
Zenless
Xbox
Zone Zero
360.
on the Xbox
Whenever I can get
also
one, I always get
supports
my hands on
data
that
sharing
shit.
between platforms
It's so
with
nice.
unrestricted server selection. This means that players do not need to worry about server
Yeah,
or
exactly.
regional restrictions and can freely select the server they want to play on. Veteran players can also link their accounts from other platforms, ensuring a convenient and seamless transition to the Xbox. Zenless Zone Zero also supports Xbox Cloud Gaming, allowing Game Pass Ultimate players to seamlessly enjoy the game with just an internet connection. With Xbox Cloud Gaming, players can experience the game in 1080p and 60 FPS on their mobile devices. With realistic lighting effects and haptic controller feedback, players can conveniently enjoy the audio-visual feast that is Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah.
A companion hollow has suddenly appeared on 14th Street.
What's up there?
The Hollow Investigative Association has
The HIA.
to the scene of Henry R.
Okay. Yeah.
Away from the 14th Street
Where was this trailer? Nah. Okay. Ah, that red robot, I swear to God.
Step in the spotlight, the fight is on full force. I'm way too strong. My aim is sharp and I'm right where I belong. My enemies on the run, never tap out. Watch they react from a great fast out the gate, like I'm out the gun. I am focused.
I think that's true, but I'm surprised they haven't done raps yet. This makes so much sense that they would go here.
I am ready for this. You're not better than this. I am building a legacy that they will never forget. I'm rewriting the game and I'll never quit. And I'm fighting my zen while I fight to the end. They say if you
But also, like, there's more metal.
everybody wanna be
Not
on
gonna
my
lie.
team then.
Nah, they know what they're doing. Bro, they showed a cutscene from Jane like 1 millisecond. Oh my god. Oh, that was sick at the end. Okay, the cutscene went hard with Soldier 11 and Sandy. Oh my god. Actual cinema. Hold up. They're so big.
Now we are embarking back on this brand
She's
new chapter,
massive,
Zenless
bruh.
Zero version
Damn.
2.0. Officially
Hell
launches
nah.
on Xbox platform this June. At the same time,
Right, they made that seem like if they were gonna show us something and then they just cut it off like, oh my god.
Version 2.0. You can add it to your wishlist right now.
Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate that in a little bit.
Community feedback, whether it's support or suggestion. We deeply value our players' input. At the same time, we want to stay true to the core of Zenless.
She's so big. It's crazy.
While making meaningful enhancements that reflect players' feedback with every update. So we would like to extend a warm invitation to new fans who have yet to experience Zenless Zone Zero and enjoy the stylish art, music, and combat gameplay that makes the game so unique and appealing. Zenless Zone Zero is a game that strives for constant improvement, and we will continue to innovate and optimize with each new update. We are truly grateful for all of your love and support.
Alright, Loki, I wish you would come later so I could skip all the Angels of Delusions characters.
And
then get her.
Welcome back our returning players. We are excited to share more
Multiple
surprises
times.
in the future. So stay tuned.
Nah, I knew they were gonna show something, I knew it. Oh my god. Wait, why the black screen? Yeah, that's what I mean. So like we have the pools from skipping them. Give me one quick second. First we have to investigate this cutscene. Damn. Bro, trigger is like actually perfect. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Nah. Right, they're moving so much. Oh. Wait, Jane. Bro, I was looking at XUAN. That's crazy. I wasn't looking at Jane. What does she do? Nothing. Okay.
Step in the spotlight, the fight is on full force. I'm way too strong. My aim is sharp and I'm right where I belong. My enemies on the run.
What was that? Oh my god. That's an instant screenshot. Okay. That's good to know. Bro, how can I make trigger better after I pulled her? That's insane.
Enemies on the run, never tap out. Watch they react from a great fast out the gate. Like I'm out the gun. I am focused and I'll keep fighting to the battle.
Bro, Billy looks so cool. So fuck. What a oh, man. Nah, this game is so good, man. Nah, but I'm getting Vivian. And all these cutscenes, yo. Now they show this cutscene that you. Oh my god. And the Bernice cutscene, yo. The Bernice cutscene was actual cinema. God, what a character. But I haven't done the Komatas mission yet. And this, yo, the blue and the orange. Oh my god. But no one does cutscenes like Zenless, man. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, you can see like the bottom of her ass. That's crazy. My god. Wait, go back. Like, nah. That's insane. And blood zooms in on them. Of course they do. You know, it kind of shows like this map. How we can walk around in it quite a bit. It looks pretty big. Well, that's kind of crazy. Zenless goes crazy.
Our winner is who have you is we are truly players.
Now we can have our fellow Xbox Guguners join the community.
So stay tuned.
Cannot wait. What a... Man, today was a good day. Low key. Although like high key, to be honest.